Hello folks, and welcome back. It's Sunday, so that means it must be another episode of Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. I'll tell you about that later though. First of all, I'm going to get the kettle on, because that's the first thing you should do. See you in a bit. Right, well I've got the kettle on there, but as you know, the butane doesn't work very well in the cold weather. So I've brought my trusty old camping stove. Good old military issue, that'll work. So I'll see how long it takes on that, and then if it takes too long, I'll just get it on there. I had a visitor to the plot yesterday, folks, but before I tell you that, I'll just show you the cabbages and that, the winter brassicas. Still doing fine. Winter's nearly over now, folks, believe it or not. Anyway, I had a visitor, like I says yesterday, a lad called Dave Dixon, who's one of me subscribers, come all the way from Andover to visit us. So he must be keen. He brought some gifts, some tea bags, coffee and sugar. So thank you very much, Dave. It was a pleasure to meet you and all that. Again, he's been here a few times. Well, I'll show you something else that he brought us as well, but I'll show you that in a second, because I've got myself a new table, folks. Look at that. I can't help myself. I walk past a skip, and if I see something like this, I'll just think, right, what can I use that for? And it's a good little table. Obviously it adjusts and all that. Well, I'll find somewhere for it to go, even if it's just somewhere outside. Put a pot on it and all that, make it look nice. But I cannot help myself, folks. But I couldn't let that just be chucked. Anyway, I'll show you around while I'm out here. Looks like it might rain, so I'll give you a quick tour of the garden for the last time in 2025. That artichoke is doing fine, it always does. The cabbages are still there. It looks like the kale's been stripped, but that's alright. Next year is a new year. I might as well see if any of these leeks are alright today. I'll pull a couple of them out. Last harvest of the year. What I have noticed is quite a lot of the spring bulbs are now coming up thick and fast. As you can see there's quite a few crocosmia. And where have they gone? Oh, there. The snowdrops there. And the daffodils that I planted a few weeks ago, they're starting to come up. And the bluebells. And I've noticed at the back here, where it was all tidied up, there's loads of, I don't know what they are, folks. Does anybody know? I know the weeds. If anybody knows what them are, I've always had them in the garden, but I've never put a name to them. That's another job I need to do, actually. I shouldn't be standing on here. I've put flowers. This is a rose hip thing, and honestly it's just a nightmare. It comes back every year and it's a nightmare, so I want to try and stop it from coming back somehow. Thing is, it's the roots are underneath the bath, and I don't want to like disturb anything. Anyway, I'm drifting here, folks. I'm just showing you around because, like I say, it's the last one till 2025. The last allotment tour. I'm just killing time as well, so hopefully that kettle will be boiled. I've noticed as well, folks, this bamboo here is really green. The leaves have gone really dark green, and it's putting on some great growth within the past couple of months there. And don't worry, folks, this won't spread all over the place. It's not a spreading variety. It'll just stay in a clump there like that. It's called broadleaf. broadleaf bamboo, and this is the vampire bamboo, which looks quite good. That rose is still on, but it's just about done now. Annie's roses are still in bloom. They bloom all of the year round. Right, it's getting a bit nippy out here now, folks. I'm gonna go into the shed. Since Christmas is over, I think I'll get the Christmas tree down today and either plant it somewhere or pot it on somewhere, or pot it up, should say, and see if it grows. Use it again next year. So that's me plans for the day. Tidy this shed up again, get the kettle on. That's going to take forever. So I'll just get this on, get the kettle on, and I'll see you in a bit. And all that kind of thing. I forgot to show you the other present that Dave brought us, and it's amazing. Haha, I feel like Arnie. Cigar! That's my stogie. Aye, it's a expensive cigar, that. And it's called David, just like me. I love it when a plan comes together. Who else does cigars? I was going to go, now then, but I better not. Don't tell us 10 points who that was. We'll get wrong. Anyway, thank you very much, Dave. This is amazing. I will keep it for a special occasion. See you in a bit. I don't know what to say, folks. I'll be back soon, right? Okay, bye. Well, folks, as always, first thing you should do, have a cuppa. You might have heard there was a little bit of a different ting, ting, ting noise. Maybe that is where blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's why my channel is called Dave's Allotment and Ting, because I ting, 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 ting all the time. Anyway, this is I got this off my mum for Christmas. Insulated cup for camping, which also comes in handy anyway, really. There's always time for a cuppa, wherever you are. It's got the handy little thing on it there. Oh, it's too hot, folks. I'll just leave it down there to cool off a bit. But I thank you, ma'am, for that. It was very kind of you. I'll show you some other presents I got as well, because they're good. Anyway, before I do start, I hope everybody had a nice Christmas, nice peaceful time with the family, or whatever you celebrate. I hope you had a good time. I did. Nice. You cannot beat a Christmas dinner. Still stuffed off the turkey and the mince pies and a few snowball shandy things. Anyway, before I crop on, I need to change into my gardening hat, so I'll just do that now. There you are. I'm Dave doing Dave Tings. Ting, 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 ting. Oh, by the way, years ago I was in a Jamaican orchestra. I used to play the triangle. I used to stand at the back in Ting. Terrible. So I got this off my mum as well, which comes in very handy. It's a power bank with a light on it, which is also solar powered, and you can plug 4 things into it at once. That's amazing. It's got a good light. Well, as you can see there, if I hold that there, that should start charging, which it is. Tremendous. It's got a good a light on it as well, which is good. Excellent. This is going to come in very handy. So thank you once again, ma'am. And I also got this, and this is amazing. I can't wait to use this. In fact, I might try it out today, folks. It's a camping multi-tool. Got a little axe on it there, which is very sharp. It's got a hammer. Also becomes some pliers and wire cutters. It's got one of them striking ferrule rod things. Where's it? Get the sparks going. I don't know how to use that properly either. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? So I handy little tool with a good little axe. It's got knives on as well, like. Sorry folks, it's got a good blade on there with a serrated edge as well, if you can see. Give us a second folks, I'll just open the door. Yeah, that's better. It's windy out there folks, but we'll not talk about the weather. It upsets people. Aye, there's me. It's a knife as well. It's got some screwdrivers and all that. But aye, it's a canny little axe that. I tried out with a few of them logs down there this afternoon. I'm going to put the fire on. I went to Shields yesterday. I bought a couple of these logs because I've only got a little bit of wood left. I want to be nice and warm and toasty later on in the shed. So I thank you to me mum for this, and this. Very thoughtful and kind gifts. Thank you. And also once again thank you to Dave for me stogie and me cuppers. I love it when a plan comes together. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! So folks, I'll see you in a bit, okay? I'll go fish one cover. I would light it up now, but you're all out to smoke on YouTube, so I'll not bother. Like I say, I'll save it for a special occasion. Thank you very much, Dave. It was very thoughtful of you. And it was nice to see you. Nice to see you nice. You're welcome here anytime you want, mate. Sorry for making you wait an hour and a half. I totally forgot. Like I said to you, I thought you meant the 28th of January for some stupid reason. Anyway, I'll finish me cuppa. I'll take this lid off because it'll never cool down if I don't. But it's definitely thermal insulated mug, this, like. Wicked. Cheers, I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's the Christmas tree sorted. I've decided I'm going to pot it up into a bigger pot. So I'll do that later. I've just come in here because it's drizzling outside now. I was going to do this outside, but it's drizzling, folks. Just have a quick slurp. So I just wanted to show you this multi-tool in more detail. I've just been trying the axe out. It is very sharp, like. I'll just demonstrate. Hopefully this table will hold up. It's a canny handy little table, this. Well, as you can see, it's went through that no problem. I don't want to hit too hard on this table, but it is good. Like I say, it's split through these bits of wood, no problem. So I'll just quickly show you what else you get with it. So you get the axe and the hammer. It also becomes some pliers, shakademus and pliers, with some wire cutters there, which no doubt will be very sharp as well, because the axe is. So you've got the wire cutters, the pliers. You also get one of these ferrule rods, I think they're called, so I can get some sparks on the go. If I knew how to do it properly. Sort of, anyway, you can see it sparks. So that's that there. What else do you get? Like I say, a knife with a sharp blade and a serrated edge. You also get a file thing, which has got a bottle opener and a screwdriver at the end there. And you also have, if I can figure this out, there. There's also some screwdrivers which fit in the end there. Spot on. So this is going to come in very handy, folks. It's a canny little tool. So I'm just going to split some more wood, get the fire on and all that kind of thing. Where's me cuppa? Where's me washboard? Where's me cuppa? Cheers! So folks, handy little tool. I'll crack on. See you in a bit. Well folks, that's the shed there, nice and tidy. I've been chopping some wood down there. Get the fire on in a minute, but I've just got one more other job that I want to do today, which is in the greenhouse. I've just been busy mixing up some compost. So like I say, I want to get this Christmas tree into a bigger pot. So I've got a bigger pot there. I've just been mixing up some of the compost. This is that Westland stuff. It's still soaking wet. So I've been mixing it with a bit of the soil from the fire pit. And trying to let it dry out a bit before I put it in the pot. See how it goes. Like I say, I want to try and get this Christmas tree to grow, and it'll be me forever Christmas tree at Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. So I'll set you up on the camera, I'll set you up on the tripod, and I'll get this out the pot, because I'm curious to see if there is actually any roots on it at all. So we'll find out in a minute, folks. Back soon. Right, get this Christmas tree potted on. Have a little slurp first. Yeah, I'll put that down there. Now I've got this pot here. It'll do for now. I'll fill it up, because that pot there is not big enough really. Hopefully there'll be enough soil here. If not, I'll have to mix some more up. But it's still a little bit claggy, folks. Anyway, that'll do. Make sure that's it. Deep enough. Take a little bit out. Hopefully this will keep on growing. Let's find out if there's any roots on there first. Well, haha, there is roots on, like, but not many. And this is clay by the looks of it. Get that off. Want to give this tree the best start in life, just like every other plant. There is some roots on, like, but not many. Hopefully it will grow. When the spring comes, we'll get a few roots growing on it then. And I'll just start filling this back up.
Hey, it's Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. still cracking on. Get the kettle on and all that kind of thing. See yous in a bit.
Just making sure there's no air pockets in there. Get the soil, firm it down. Well, you know all this, folks. Right, I think that's that. Spot on. So, oh Christmas tree, I hope you still grow for next year. And all that kind of thing. I'll just leave that there for now, folks. I'll give it a little bit of a watering. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a watering right now. Right, I'm going to wash my hands, I'm going to go in the shed, get the fire on, get nice and cosy, now I'll sign off there. Alright, come with us, come on! Well folks, the last cuppa at the allotment of 2025. 2024, sorry. I'm looking forward to 2025. As you know, this year has not been a good year for me. I had the worst start to 2024 I could ever think of, and I'm not going back there. I've been to my lowest ever, and I'm not going to go back down there, folks. Onwards and upwards. That's it. 2025 is going to be a new start for me, not only because I've got a new job, but also I want to concentrate on more gardening videos, obviously, so stay tuned for them. What was I going to say? That was it. After I've made my Christmas special video with all the characters on, I've lost over 150 subscribers since last week, folks. So it seems to me that people aren't interested in the characters anymore. I'm back to where I was 6 months ago with the subscribers. I'm not going to let that worry us though. I'm not bothered. I want to concentrate more on gardening, because that's what my channel's all about at the end of the day. And hopefully the weather's going to be all right, so we can get some good crops going next year. I also want to do some cooking at the allotment as well. As you know, I've done a few cooking videos. So I want to make some stuff with the veg that I've just dug out of the ground, from the ground to the plate. So stay tuned for them. Hopefully people will enjoy them as well, because if you don't, I'll enjoy them. I'll watch them by myself, folks. Sometimes I watch my videos anyway, so I watch all the adverts so I can get paid. But like I say, 2024 is a year that I want to forget, really. Put it in the past, and here's to the future, folks. So all the best and all that kind of thing. Let's hope 2025 is a good year for everybody. I would just like to thank a few people here before I go. First of all, I would like to thank Al the dog, because even though he doesn't know it, he did help us through some bad times. You know, he didn't know what was going on, and taking Al for walks and that really did help us, and it took me mind off things. And I thank you, Al. I thank you. I'll get you a good big bit of steak or something as a treat. And also I would like to thank Michelle for being there for us and all that kind of thing. Thank you, Michelle. you've helped us. You helped us see the light and be happy again. So thank you, Michelle. Here's to a great new year for all, and especially for us. Crack on and all that kind of thing. Onwards and upwards, eh? And I'd also like to thank everybody who commented at the beginning of the year about what happened. Reading all the comments really did help us out. So I thank yous as well. Thank you all. Onwards and upwards, folks. Like I say, it seems that people don't like the characters, so I'm going to ease back with them and concentrate more on things that people want to see. So there you go. I've lost my train of thought. Aye, where was I going to go? My allotment rent. I've just paid that there the other week. £175. Now that is ridiculous. It makes you think, is it worth having an allotment? And to me it is, because it's my little sanctuary. This is my little place, and I've been here for 24 years, 25 years next year. So that'll be, hopefully I'll be here for another 20 odd years, eh? Crack on. And I'd also like to say as well, I know a lot of people make videos of like what to grow in December, what seeds to sow in January and all that. Well, I don't do them videos because it's pointless, really. It all depends on where you live in the country or in the world as to when you can sort of start sowing the seeds. And the only thing I would suggest is look at the weather, see how things are growing before you start thinking about digging or sowing seeds. I don't just make videos to try and get hits, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to title my video what to sow in January and all that, because up here, especially in the northeast of England, the weather is too cold at winter. You can't sow anything unless you've got grow lights and stuff like that, but I haven't. So I'll show you when to sow your seeds next year when it's time, and that will only be like in, I don't know, March, something like that, when the soil starts warming up. Because if you start sowing seeds now, like now in the window, in your house on the windowsill, the only thing that's going to happen is they'll just get too leggy and they'll be no good. There's not enough light and there's not enough heat. So there you go. That's a little bit of a tip for you folks. Trying to teach me granny how to suck eggs. So I'm waffling on now, folks. Yeah. I am waffling on now, so I'll just wrap it up here. Like I say, this year, good riddance to the 2024 for me, like. And here's to 2025. I hope you all have a good new year, a prosperous and healthy new year, and all that kind of thing. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm not going to end on a song either, because people don't seem to like that either. I'm sorry for the people who do like it. I will carry on doing things like that, but like I say, it's just a bit disheartening when I do make like funny videos, because people unsubscribe rapidly, and it's just disheartening. I mean, at the start of the year, right, my videos when I was depressed and I was at the worst place, I made over 1,000 subscribers then, and I was getting loads of hits on my videos. So it just seems to me that people want to see misery, and people who are feeling down and all that. I don't know why, folks, but I'm not going to be miserable and feeling down anymore. That's the old Dave. The new Dave's coming in 2025. Onwards and upwards. So bring it on. Right, I totally have now run out of words to say, apart from thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really is appreciated. And here's to many more. Take care, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Cheers, and I'll see you. Take care. Bye.
Hey, it's Dave's Allotment Gardening Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. Still cracking on. Get the kettle on and all that kind of ting. See yous in a bit.